Hey everyone, Edwin here of RowingMachineKing.com, and I'm going to give you a brief review of the HCI Fitness Sprint Outrigger Scull rowing machine. Now here's an overview of the features. It has a solid all-metal frame made of steel, and users really liked how it felt durable and it felt like a tank, one of the users actually commented. It has a multifunctional performance monitor. It has a really large display and oversized text. If you look at the picture to the right, the picture's kind of small, but if you look closely enough at the display monitor, you could see and read out the numbers. I believe it says 32 there. So it's really large and really handy when you're working out. It tracks workout data such as your workout time, your stroke count, your total stroke, and your calories burnt, and that's really helpful while you're working out to record that information. It has a contoured ergonomic seat and handles. Users really like the comfortability of the seat and commented that during rowing sessions that lasted more than 45 minutes, it still felt comfortable to them, and that's kind of uncommon when it comes to rowing machines, so that's really nice, and it says a lot about the comfort level. As far as the handles, they're really soft. Users like that it's soft. One thing you want to be worried about, however, is within a year, the handles kind of get loose, and there's an easy fix for that, and I talk about it a whole lot more in my written review, which I'll link to at the end of the video. Two features that I really like to highlight here. One of them is it has an adjustable seat incline. So if you wanted to tweak your workout and mix it up a little bit, you could actually adjust the seat incline. So for example, if you wanted more of a workout with your lower body, you could increase the incline and you'll feel more of a workout on your legs. And that's a really great feature this rowing machine has. Another feature is it has an adjustable seat track length. So let's say you are a little shorter, you have kind of shorter legs, and you wanted to adjust the seat track so the rowing motion would feel more fluid for you, you could actually do that on this rowing machine. And these are two nice features that are kind of uncommon when it comes to rowing machines. So that's nice additions by HCI Fitness. It's really easy to store. It just takes a few seconds to fold down the handles, and it's has a low enough profile you can slide it underneath your bed or put it in your coat closet. And it has a realistic smooth rowing motion, and I'll get into that briefly later on. Here's an overview of the specs. I won't get on every item here, but the resistance type is hydraulic piston, and if you want more information on that, please refer to the link that I'll show at the end of the video. It has adjustable resistance, which is nice. This is a common thing of hydraulic piston rowers, by the way, and it has 12 levels of adjustable resistance. It's residential grade, but like I mentioned earlier, it's made of steel. It feels really solid. And the maximum user weight is 275 pounds, and that's above average when it comes to residential grade rowing machines. So speaks volumes of the durability of the machine. Now there are a lot of thumbs up, or a lot of pros, I like to say, when it comes to this rowing machine. One of the biggest ones I have to say is it has a really smooth rowing motion, and that's what users raved about most of this rowing machine. It's extremely smooth, and from the users that actually rowed in a scull boat before in water, they claimed that it's very, very, very similar to sculling on the water. And that speaks volumes of the rowing machine motion. And a lot of hydraulic piston rowing machines don't really replicate that process very well. So this machine does that, and that's a really good thumbs up. So definitely noteworthy here on the review. Now, as far as the biggest thumbs down, this was a little difficult to pick one because there are a couple of items, and including the hydraulic pistons, and I talk about it in the written review. One thing here I just really want to note out before I get into the biggest thumbs down here is regarding the hydraulic pistons. If you read reviews and did research online, there was a lot of confusing information, people complaining about the hydraulic pistons. And one thing that I highlight in my written review is if it's an issue with the actual rowing machine or with the resistance type, the hydraulic piston resistance type itself. And I go into that into great depth in the written review. So if you're in the market for this rowing machine, I highly suggest you read the written review before you make the purchase. Now, back to what I was going to talk about here. The biggest thumbs down has to be the performance monitor. Like I said, it's a little difficult for me to find one to highlight here, but yeah, it has to be the performance monitor. Users complained that the calorie counter was inaccurate, and to be honest with you, on the lower to mid-range rowing machines, the calorie counter isn't accurate. It's used more as a measuring tool to compare workout A to workout B. And so yes, it's expected to be inaccurate, but users had a right to complain about it being inaccurate. Another thing about the performance monitor is users did not like that it double counted the stroke count, and I go into detail in my written review. Thank you for watching this video review, and for a more detailed review including images, videos, and comments from real users, please visit RowanMachineKing.com or click on a link below this video. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you soon.